Welcome back. President Trump inviting a special guest last night to attend his address to Congress.
Jamiel's 17-year-old son was viciously murdered by an illegal immigrant gang member who had just been released from prison. Jamiel Shaw Jr. was an incredible young man with unlimited potential who was getting ready to go to college, where he would have excelled as a great college quarterback. But he never got the chance.
Jamiel Shaw's son was murdered by an illegal immigrant back in 2008 as the president promises to crack down on illegal immigration. And Jamiel joins us now live with his reaction to the president's speech. First of all, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I watched you last night. We all did. The world did. What was going through your mind as the president stood up there and talked about your son?
My son just telling me we did it, Dad, and thanks for the hard work. You know, I just felt really, you know, I just feel sort of vindicated. I just feel happy, hope. You just felt like, you know, so just a different, just a feeling I never had in the last 9 years. You know, it just felt so good to hear that the President of the United States cares about my son. That's awesome.
You know, last night he laid out some specifics, Jamiel, around what he plans to do about this while he's in office. I want to play some of that and get your reaction.
I have ordered the Department of Homeland Security to create an office to serve American victims. The office is called VOICE, Victims of Immigration Crime Engagement. We are providing a voice to those who have been ignored by our media and silenced by special interests. Joining us in the audience tonight are 4 very brave Americans whose government failed them.
Giving voice to individuals like you, Jamiel, did you feel like for the first time you were being listened to?
Yes, definitely. I mean, the President of the United States is talking about, just like E.F. Hutton, you know. E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listens. So people heard what he said, you know, and he was just telling the truth, you know. He was a good kid, you know, full of potential, just trying to live, just trying to stay alive, you know, and just to see it go down like that and to see all that potential just go into the ground, it's just sad. It's just sad.
Yeah, and you've been grieving for your son since 2008. So what level of hope do you have now that things will change, and where does it begin? I know that you were an advocate for President Trump throughout the campaign, and one of the things you said is that it needs to begin with a solid base. Right.
Yeah, definitely. The solid base is set. You know, in Los Angeles, where I'm from, it's on. You know, I mean, there's, you know, people are getting deported. You know, gang members. You know, we're trying to get the gangs, the rapists, the robbers, the people who don't want to be Americans, they want to victimize Americans. We want those people. Who could be against that? You know, who could be against going to the LA County Jail and getting illegal alien gangbangers and, you know, guys like that out of there? You know, we deserve, you know, our kids deserve it. They depend on us to keep them alive. And when they die like that, you know, it's disheartening to you because you feel like you let your kids down. I feel like I let my son down because I didn't take care of him. I promised him, you know, his mother was in Iraq at the same time. She feels the same way. She feels she's out there serving her country, risking her life, and then she's out in Iraq getting a phone call that her son is dead. It just messes your whole life up.
Can't
what do you say? Yeah, it's unbelievable. What do you say to critics who said, you know, look at these raids, and these people are being rounded up? You've seen the mainstream media play video clips of ICE agents going in and rounding up these criminals.
You know, that's what they get. You know, I'm not trying to get harsh up on people, but if you're illegal in the country, once you cross the border, the law says it has to be dealt with. You know, don't put the responsibility on us. You know, put it on the law enforcement. Do their jobs. Immigration, do your jobs, and then, you know, then maybe we could talk about the ones that are here. You know, but I like the fact that they feel worried. You know. How do you think my son felt when that gun was in his face?
Right.
And he gets shot in the stomach, and then watching the guy hovering over him, and then shoot him in the head. You know what I mean? Come on.
And he had just been released the day before.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. You know, his little brother was playing football in the 9th grade. He was starting cornerback, And he just walked away. He was scared. He said, man, I'm going to die, Dad. He was scared. He didn't believe that it was going to do any good. He saw his brother work hard for 17 years, and all he got out of it was a funeral. So he sees it like, he hasn't played football since 9th grade. He's in the 12th grade now.
What would you say to those protesters? We see the video of people out protesting this move, saying that, you know, you're going to be sending home moms and dads. What would you say to them?
Well, you can go visit them. I mean, if you want to know the true separation, go to the cemetery, go to a mausoleum, see what it feels like to just stand there. And, you know, it's the worst feeling in the world. You know, it's bad.
What did last night mean to you?
It meant inspiration, you know. It felt good, you know, 'cause I know my family is happy, you know, his friends, relatives, you know, everybody sees that, and they see a president of the United States willing to go to the grassroots, because that's what I am. I'm just a little speck in the world, and for the president to notice that speck and to do something about it, that is the biggest deal. That is so special to us.
Jamiel, you are definitely not a speck in this world, and you mentioned letting your son down. You didn't let your son down last night.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamiel. We appreciate you waking up early with us. What a whirlwind night for you, I'm sure. Thanks, Jamiel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.